This is a video review of the Trusco Cantilever Toolbox, the model ST-350. I did a lot of research online and I couldn't find very many reviews or pictures of varying cantilever toolboxes, and wanted to try this one out and at least bring you along for my purchase decision journey. My choices really came down to two models. There's one by Kennedy Manufacturing, which is an old American manufacturer of toolboxes, which is an outstanding toolbox. It was quite a bit more money than this one, but it was made in America and had more storage. But the reason why I went with the Trusco toolbox was simply the fact that it was smaller. I wanted something that would fit a few gunsmithing tools and be easy to tote around and store. I think I'd go with that Kennedy toolbox for regular toolbox to store a large variety of tools. This is more for precision gunsmithing tools, and so again, smaller for me was better. The only damage on this toolbox when it arrived was just a little nick in the paint right there. This one is made in Japan. Most of the cantilever toolboxes you'll see are made in China outside of the Kennedy. And in fact, there's a Kennedy knockoff. I think it was Comac or something like that. A blatant and total knockoff of the Kennedy in every piece of sheet metal used in the toolbox, but made in China and half the price. This one was about 50 bucks, made in Japan. The reviews online were outstanding, so I went with this one. I love the blue finish, and it's a very high grade, thick grade of steel. One concern I had is this one doesn't lock together, and I was worried it might be a little flimsy when you hold it. But as you can see, as long as you're holding both handles, you're fine. It opens up quite easily. The lever mechanisms are smooth. You can close the lip on either side. Doesn't really matter. And again, as long as you hold it together, it's quite sound. But let me give you a quick tour of what's inside and how I assembled my gunsmithing kit, if this gives you any ideas. And this just opens out. Doing this all one-handed. I went with Grace screwdrivers and some other punches that you'll see here in a second. And the reason why I like Grace is I found them online. A number of different gunsmithing catalogs sell these, but and I got some of these from Midway and Amazon and other places. But what sets Grace apart is that it's a high quality American made tool. But what I love about the screwdrivers is, I don't know if you could see this against the white there. Most screwdrivers come down, they taper down to a point, where on Grace products they precision grind the tip down so that the very tip is parallel, which then fits inside the recess of the screw perfectly, which prevents any marring or slipping or whatnot. Again, just a really nice piece of equipment here. So you'll see a Grace theme throughout this toolbox. Actually, I called the company when I first learned about them, and the guy that picked up the phone was actually the president, Dan Morrison. It's been he's a third generation family run business. Super nice guy, great company. Backs up all their tools. So anyway, I'm very pleased with these products. So I've got my flat head screwdrivers on this side, all the way down to little teeny tiny micro precision screwdrivers. And then on this side I've got my Phillips, as you can see, all different sizes, including the micro Phillips screwdrivers. And then I've got this massive P4 screwdriver that only fits in here. So we'll take that out. I've got an old t-shirt. I use it as a rag with some different cotton patches for cleaning. Of course, you've got to have your cleaning and lubricating oil. Here's the gun block. Then I have some Star screwdrivers, also by the same company. And I picked up this little brass mallet. I like this one because it's got brass on one end and plastic on the other. And then inside the handle, you just screw this off here, which I wouldn't attempt to do with one hand. Inside is a punch. I thought that was pretty cool. This is made by Lyman, made in USA as well. Also the same company that I got this gun mat from. Then the other thing I wanted to do was to really maximize the storage space inside this toolbox, and Trusco also sells these little storage bins. And so I picked up two different sizes. You can see how they fit. There's the longer one here and a shorter one there, and they fit in this configuration inside this toolbox. Let me just pull these out. Same metal, same heavy-duty construction. It's a really nice box. If we open it up here, I've got some more star screwdrivers, as well as a bunch of different picks, brushes, and punches. These are all by Grace as well. See the tip there. And then on this other one, it's a little tighter fit, so you kind of have to pop it out. And surprise, surprise, a few more Grace tools, some smaller star screwdrivers, as well as some more punches. And these are kind of cool. These are full brass punches, which of course are, you know, if you're worried about marring parts of your gun, this would prevent that being a soft metal. And these, you know, the lids stay closed pretty well. Again, just a very high quality, made in Japan bin. And I would say that you could probably fit 3 of these this way in this toolbox if you wanted to go that route. This will go in here. And see if I can remember how to put all this back together. Got the little mallet, little screwdrivers there, patches, the rag shirt, the gun block, and of course the large Phillips P4 screwdriver. And then it all just goes back together like this. So again, if you're looking for a small cantilever toolbox for a tackle box or art supplies, or you know, just carry a few tools around, or like me for a gunsmithing specific kit, you won't go wrong. I'm very pleased with this ST-350 by Trusco, and anyway, I hope this gave you at least some ideas on what I did, for what you might do yourself. Hope you enjoyed the video tour.